friends, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while. I hope you guys are excited to see me back on here. Today, I'm in Halloween mode. For those of you who didn't know, we are hosting our very first in-person fake baking event. I'm very excited about it. In July of this year. And guess what? It is Halloween theme, which is going to be amazing. So we are gearing up and preparing ourselves for the event. And I just had to dress for the occasion, which means today we are learning how to make a fun Halloween cake. Very easy to do, even for my newbies or my seasoned fake bakers. We are going to do a combination of supplies, meaning it's not all clay and it's not all foam sheets, which is what we're going to use. So it's going to be nice and fun to mix up those two supply items. For those of you who enjoy this class and this, design that we're doing, as you can see, some of the things I have back here, not this amazing sugar plum fairy. This is Mr. Glitterville. We all love him. But a lot of the designs you see back here are taught in a private course, private classes. Over on our Facebook page, our group is called Glitz and Glue Secret Recipe. It is a $28 a month subscription. You can cancel anytime. You get a total of 6 coaches, including myself. Monday through Friday classes, basically only 2 Thursdays out of the month you don't. And you get 20% off all supplies. And I could go on and on and on and on and on about this amazing group of over 750 students. I will leave the link in the description of this video, and then y'all can click it for those of you interested and read more about it over there. But today we're going to do something very fun, and I'm going to show you what we're going to work on. And here it is, our adorable cake. You can definitely make this a lot bigger for those of you who love the gigantic designs. But I hope you guys are ready. I'm going to get you nice and close and personal down on my table so you can have a better view of what we are working on. If you are new to our channel or you have just not click that button, go ahead and subscribe to our channel if you like, to get some notifications of when we post our next video. With that being said, let's get ready and have some fun. Hey y'all, I was recording the tutorial. We had just begun and I noticed it was not recording, and I definitely don't want to throw this away. So I'm going to explain what we just did here because it was not recording. We have our giant foam sheet. Well, first of all, hey guys, let's get started on today's tutorial. I'm excited to share some of our fake bake designs here on YouTube. You're going to start to see a little bit more of us. I'm going to try to post more for you guys here, so make sure you all subscribe. We have our foam sheets right here. This is our orange. We sell them glitter and non-glitter in our Etsy store. And they are the giant foam sheets that you can wrap a lot of things, wrap like a big item over it. And they're kind of difficult to find. So we do have a whole bunch of colors. And then all I did was I wrapped it around with some hot glue and on my paper mache box. This is a small size box from the 3-pack from Hobby Lobby. And I want to say it's 6 inches tall. I'll measure it and put it on the description for you guys. And I did try to remove it to try to re-record, but it was tearing. So I just wanted to explain. I'm just wrapping it around. Let's go ahead and add our glue to this final part. So, I mean, sometimes you just have to roll with it, right? I don't want to definitely throw this away, or, I'm trying to record something for you guys, but with our scissors, just go ahead and cut. We'll get these flaps right underneath the paper mache box, okay? Then what I like to do is right up here on this area, we're going to go ahead and cut down all the way around. Cut about 1 inch to 1.5 inches. With your glue, you're going to add some glue to each one of those flaps. Make sure that you are very careful not to burn yourself. I am using a low temp hot glue gun. And then immediately start pushing them down and start where you first started so your glue doesn't dry up. all the way around. And then just hold it there. Over on the other side, you'll do the same thing. As you can see, I went ahead and skipped through that because I don't want to bore you with the same thing. Next up, we'll be using some foam sheets. Now we're using the black, and I cut them about 1 inch wide. Not sure how much we're going to need, but let's go ahead and start. You're going to start right back here and cover this seam where your foam sheet meets. That way you can, you know, cover up that area. Put some of your glue on there. Don't put it too close to the edge of your foam sheet so it doesn't come off to the side. Then carefully just place it right on top. Just like that. Leave as much space as you want in between. So I think I'll leave about that much. And I'm not measuring it. I'm just, how we say, eyeballing it. But if you want to measure, go ahead and measure. So we'll do 1 or 2 more, and then we're going to skip forward to that part. Leave a little bit of space, and then just go ahead and place it on top. Just like that. Try to get them as straight as you possibly can. If we need to cut more, we'll cut more. Now, I know some of you guys are probably wondering, why in the world is Cristal doing Halloween? Well, when you have a business and you teach like I do, and many of you probably, and you also sell supplies like I do, you want to stay a season or 2 ahead. When I say 2, I mean 2, because we're also going to be doing Christmas. And I absolutely love Halloween. And if you didn't know, we are hosting our very first in-person event here in Louisville, Kentucky. And it's going to be July of this year. And it is a Halloween theme retreat event in person. You can also join us virtually if you'd like. We would love for you to come and join us. But if you can't, maybe you can join us virtually. And it is a Halloween event, so I think that's what has me very excited for Halloween. All right, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and finish this off, and we'll return. Now, what you're going to do is get a black piece of foam sheet, the same piece that we use for the sides. Add your glue, and this is going to go right up at the very top of your cake. Put enough glue, especially in the center. And then just carefully lay it on top. Let's go ahead and add the sprinkles here. We have our pink Halloween fake sprinkles. You can get them in our Etsy shop, and here's how they look. Very pretty. Go ahead and put them on the very rim. I did go ahead and leave a little piece here to do with you guys. So I always like to pour them here on our Fake Bake is My Superpower tray. Go ahead and add some glue in between the black foam sheet and like this area right here where I'm pointing with my glue gun. Put a little bit on the side right here. And then you're going to go above and put a small amount on top of the black. Sprinkle your sprinkles on top. And I'm just going to put a little bit of pressure on them so they stick very well. Then I'm just going to push down so the glue that we put on top of where the black foam sheet was, they can attach there also. After it's dry, just put your fingers around like this so the sprinkles that are attached barely by a little string, they'll just immediately come off. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of sparkle here on this part. So we are going to be using our glitter rope. This is our light pink. It comes in 5 yards. You can get it on our Etsy shop as well. We use them for a whole bunch of things, but today we're using them as sprinkles. You can cut it to the size of the length that you want. We do sell it in 5 yards, so you'll get a full 5 yards, and then you can cut it to any length that you want. Just put a little bit on that little piece of glittered rope. And also we have free shipping on orders over $100. Fun, right? You can get your favorite fake bake supplies, your glitter, your clay, your sequins, anything you'd like. And right there. And you can kind of rotate them so they're all just going different directions. And the part many of you guys were probably waiting for is a foam clay. We're gonna absolutely use our foam clay. This is our firm. We have two different styles, soft and firm. Consistency is the only difference. Firmer is firmer, softer is softer, but you can create small, medium, giant designs with either or. This is our hot pink, and you can also get it in our Etsy shop. Very soon will be on Amazon as well, within just a few weeks. Get some of your clay. Today I'm going to teach you how to do a very easy ruffle. Just condition your clay. You just need a few seconds of conditioning. When you are new to the world of fake baking, which is what we're doing today, and you're going to create a ruffle, I highly recommend you start with a small piece. It is easier for you to create your ruffle when you are doing it in smaller pieces. Get your rolling pin. Acrylic rolling pin are it's my favorite. And then just extend your clay. There's no specific width or depth or thickness, correct word, that your clay needs to be for your ruffle. And just like that. I love this tool right here. It's our icing smoother. Cut it in half. Cut it in half right there. Then you want to do a straight line all the way down and all the way down. Then here goes our ruffle. Are y'all ready? Easy peasy. Right here, you're going to fold down and then you're going to push up like this. Fold down and push up. As you see, we're only attaching this upper part of the clay and not the bottom. Up and down. I always say never leave this up like this. You want to curl it just like that. Let's do this again. And you'll need a few of them so you can put it right underneath your cake. Go ahead and I'm going to use this side. It's smoother. Fold down, curl, attach, down, attach, down, up, and then curl right there. All right, so we have 1, 2. Let's go ahead and do one more, and then we can attach them to our cake. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Welcome aboard. Welcome to our fake baking channel. I do a lot of lives on my Facebook page. If you're not following me there, make sure you follow me there as well. Follow us on Instagram. And if you are interested in more depth tutorials, I also offer private paid courses. It is a monthly subscription group. The name is Glitz and Glue Secret Recipe. And you can find more information on the link on the description of this video. Okay, let's curl and then up, down, up, down, up, and down. Curl, both ends curled. Since I already have this one, we'll do it again, okay? For those of you who have your ruffle already and you can do it with your eyes closed, just fast forward. And I'm gonna extend a little bit there because it's thick. Fold down, right? Curl, down, up, down, and curl. All right. So let's go ahead and attach it. What I like to do is, and I'll measure this for you so you know how wide my ruffle is. It is, give or take, about 2 inches. Go ahead and push down with your thumb on this part here. And before you glue anything down, I'm going to play with the ruffles a little bit here just to kind of get them a little bit, you know, with a fun flair. These are going to go right underneath our cake right there. Okay. I'm going to push down a little. Then since our cake is hollow underneath, you're only going to add glue to this part and here, and then we're going to fold it in. Super glue is the glue I highly recommend to use. Regardless of the brand, super glue is the one to use for your foam clay. Do not use hot glue because it will just peel off from your clay. Put it on right there. Give it a very soft push. Do not cut your clay. And then you're going to fold this part in down like this, okay? The trick is to make it seem like one full ruffle, but I'm teaching you a way to do it for those of you who are just starting, okay? Then before we glue, let's go ahead and make sure this is the same length as this one. Not length, the same width, okay? Then repeat, put your glue. Also, let me know what y'all want to see on the next video, or maybe a holiday you want me to do. The trick is right here is not to put it next to it. I will tell you why in a second. You got to put it a little bit underneath, okay? And then carefully just push it down. Fun fact, if you didn't know, foam clay will shrink a little bit when it's drying. So if it's attached just like this, it's going to detach when it's shrinking. Now, it doesn't completely go like this. It might be like just a little few, you know, maybe like a 1 or 2 centimeters, but you definitely don't want that gap there, okay? We're going to go around. Same thing here. Push down on your clay. Make sure it's the same width as this one here. Okay, then we can now add our glue and place it just like we have here. When you are pushing your cake down, do not, as I said just a second ago, do not push down because then it's going to cut down on your clay and it won't have anywhere for it to adhere to. Remember, a little bit underneath. And a nice little push. I want more flair here, more nice flair. So using my 2 fingers, I'm going to push up and up. Just like that. And you can do so anywhere you want. And it adds a nicer little flair. And then you're going to finish with about 3 more pieces. We did half of it, and you're going to repeat the same thing on the other half. Before we move on to the top, you all know, and if you didn't know, I absolutely love gold, and this is from Hobby Lobby, bright metallic paint. And there's another one that says flat. The bright one is the one that I like. I have a brush right over here. I already did almost all of the cake, and I like to sometimes add some gold detail. So I just put a little bit on my brush and then just smear it on the very edge. Just like that. And as you can see, we have it all the way around, adding a nice gold touch. For the very top of our cake, we're going to do something fun. Let's make a small clay character. And I was thinking either like a pumpkin or a ghost. I think I'm gonna just go with the ghost. And you can make it as big or as small as you'd like. So we can start off first with the head, and then it'll determine the body. We can't have it too big because this is not a huge cake like the ones we've done in the past. So I'm just going to get my ball of clay. I am using my white in my soft. We have the smaller 100 grams pack or the 500 grams pack, whichever one you like to do. If you're trying to do just the ghost itself, you can use the 100 gram bags, which is the smaller bag. After you've rolled out your clay like this, you're going to roll and put pressure on only half of it, creating a teardrop look, just like this. Put a little bit of pressure on here. And I'm going to curl this like that. And now we can do the body. So I have a little styrofoam piece that I want to use for the body, except I'm going to cut it a little bit smaller. And this is just a little tip from the cone, from like a styrofoam cone, and I want the head to be right up here. So all you have to do is extend your clay the way we're going to do it now. You always want to condition your foam clay a little bit. Just a few seconds of conditioning, that should be enough. With your rolling pin extended enough that it's going to be able to wrap around your styrofoam cone. Right here, you're going to get your cone. Go ahead and cut right there. Smear it on like that. We won't be using glue on our styrofoam because the textured styrofoam attaches very well to the clay. If you have a no textured styrofoam, you might want to use an adhesive. Then right here, I'm going to cut all the way around, leaving a very tiny space right here. And then I'm going to fold it in using my thumb. Be careful not to mark down your clay here. Do not push down. I'm just kind of holding it on the palm of my hands. You don't want to cut your clay right exactly where the styrofoam is, because remember what I told you, it shrinks when drying and it'll shrink just a little bit, but you don't want your styrofoam to show. Right up here, I'm just going to cut straight up at the top and right there. This part here, if you want to smooth this down to make it blend in, you can get a little bit of water and smooth it down. But I'll just add a cute little bow at the back and have that fixed. With a dowel, wooden or just any dowel, cut it angled, and we're going to have to cut this other side too. Oh, it's coming off. And then I'm going to remove actually a little bit of clay because it's tilting to the front. There we go. You want to make sure that your ghost is not going to be collapsing. So just balance it out. Get your dowel and insert it straight down. Let me remove it again because it was going off to the side. Leave a little bit of room there because remember it's going in through the head right here. For the eyes, actually before we do the eyes, what you can do, and I'm going to get you all closer. I hope that's better. Using my makeup palette, any palette that you want, and a brush, go ahead and paint the cheeks nice and rosy. And if you want, you can bring some of that pink up to the top for a little bit of color too. Get your white clay and go ahead and do the nose. Now you can do the nose. You know what? Let's do the nose pink so it can, you know, kind of pop with the rest of our cake. Let's go ahead and get our hot pink. Also, we do have it in our 100 grams. Just put a little ball of clay, roll it side to side, and place it where you want it. With your Glittz and glue tools, you can find them in our Etsy shop. Right here, I always like to do my mouths like that. You can, you know, there's different ways to do it, but I think when they have it open like this, it looks nice, really cute. We're gonna go ahead and use our gold metallic paint one more time. Just shaking it up for the eyes. Using a nice fine brush. All I'm gonna do for the eyes is I'm gonna make a line, like a little curved line, going up and down and up. And then another one right there and another one right there. Now the trick here is to mirror it and get it the same on the other side. I'm not going to tell you it always comes out the same, but nobody knows. Okay, my eyes are not the same, so why is this ghost going to have the eyes the same? Bring it up and then out. But let me just fix this here. I hope you guys are excited to create some pretty things together. Up just like that. We can make it a little bit longer. And also, if you have like a little wipey, you can wipe down your clay, like your paint over your clay, and it'll come off immediately. You won't damage the clay. Just don't push down too much. There we go. And if you want to highlight some areas in your ghost, and I also like to add little dots, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to highlight a little bit of the mouth. Look at that. So cute. For the eyebrows, go ahead and get your Glittz and Glue tools one more time. And I'll be using this one right here. And I'm just going to press down. Look at how cute that looks. Up here with the other one, this one here, I'm going to push down. This is just to add a little bit of texture. Just like that. Let's go ahead and let it dry for a second. And now let's get more of our clay. I got you guys just a little bit higher. What you want to do is do another like teardrop, and then I'm going to push up like that. You will need to do the same because we are going to do the feet. I know ghosts are not supposed to have feet, but there's no rules here, right? Roll, and just like that, push up, and just like that. Then I'm going to bring them from back here to the front. Then let's go ahead and do the arms. Same thing, you want to get them also 2 balls similar in size. Roll like a teardrop and roll like a teardrop. This one's a little bit longer, that's okay. We're going to cut it off and roll it. Same thing, just kind of give it a little push. And it's going to come off from the back right here towards the front. like this. Before you put your head in, get your tool right here, and with a little bit of water, if you want, it'll help slide it in. Just wet it and slides right in. This will help make the pathway for the dowel, so that way it doesn't distort the shape of our ghost. Be careful here not to mess up the cute little cheeks. Get a little bit of your super glue before you add it and place it right here on your dowel. You only need a very small amount. Once it's inside the clay, it'll attach fine. Now carefully, I think the head might have turned out a little too small for the size of the body, but I think the way I'm going to cover the body, oh, actually it looks fine. The way I'm going to cover the body was maybe with like a little lollipop or something. Let's do a lollipop. This is my Mandarin in my soft. Again, we have them 500, 100 grams. We have dark Mandarin and Mandarin. I'm using Mandarin. And I'm using my hot pink in my firm, the one we use for the ruffle. I'll leave all these links down below for you guys. Very easy the way we're going to do the lollipop. I already conditioned my clay. And now I'm just going to roll it. I'll probably be able to make 2 out of what we're doing. Roll your clay just like that. And then do the same thing with the Mandarin. So if you notice, both clays are different styles. They're both our line of clay, but the consistency and the style of the clay is different. This is our firm, this is our soft. And as you can see, you can use them together. So if you are very new to foam clay and you want to try your hand at it, but you don't want to, you know, spend on the big bags, go ahead and purchase 1 and 1. One of the soft, one of the firm in the 100 grams, and then test it out and see which one you prefer. However, they're both amazing. You're gonna get addicted. Now, once you do that, go ahead and put them together. With my right hand, right hand goes up, left hand goes down. Twist. At the very end here, I like to kind of push it so it doesn't, you know, undo itself. Same thing over to this side. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is right here, I'm just going to twirl it around. And I'm measuring, making sure I don't make it too big. When I cut it inwards like this because I like to finish it like that. Push it down a little. And this could be used like a little candy. We can actually put it down at the bottom. I'll make 2 of them. Those little twist candies, you have 2 right here. Cut that flat. Let's go ahead and get our little ghost. I'm going to open up the arms a little and the feet. And place it right in the center. Actually, it's not in the center. It's more towards the right-hand side. Easy fix. Just cut that. Cut that. Let's open up this leg. Put it right there. Now you can attach the legs and the arms. And look at how cute that looks. As you can see, the color scheme or theme that I'm going with is black, exactly what you saw. I'm not putting in any green or purple or any other colors, okay? So the bow, I'm going to do it black so there can be contrast. I don't want to put in any more pink. I don't want to put in any orange because I already have those colors here, and those are the colors that I'm using. So the black will give it a nice contrast. This one is full, my mold right here. I'll link it for you guys. I think they still have it. If not, you can find bow molds at Hobby Lobby, or I'll just link any other one that I have that I think you'll like. It has a little bit of glitter like everything else here in my home. I'm just pushing down with my clay to remove it. And this is a silicone mold, as you can see. If you're using a plastic mold, that might not be the best mold to use for your foam clay. There are many tricks that you can do to help release it, but nobody has time to wait outside your freezer for 10 minutes until that'll be another talk another time. That's a trick. Okay, so you have your cute little bow. And all I'm going to do is find the placement for it right underneath the mouth. I'm going to push down this side of my lollipop a little and just set it right there. Look, y'all see the contrast? And then when we put it on the cake, you're going to see it even more. Are y'all ready to place it on? Get some of your glue. Put super glue where the white is and hot glue where your styrofoam is. And then get your hot glue and place it right on there. Now, find the front of your cake. I'm trying to find right here. Place it on right in the center. Look at how adorable this looks. Put a little bit of pressure, but do not squash it. To finish off our cake, we'll be using this silicone mold. It's of some fall leaves, very nice, from Hobby Lobby. And our dark mandarin, we have the 100 grams. And it's slightly a little bit darker than our mandarin that we use for the lollipop. Decide which of the leaf is the one that you want. I already thought I had some here that I had made. I guess I didn't. And I will be using, well, let's go ahead and do this one here. So I'll get you guys closer. All you're going to do is insert your clay in your mold. Just like that. Let's put a little bit more over to this side. I'm going to get my rolling pin and roll over. The excess of clay on the outside of the mold, on the outside of the cavity, you're just going to curl it back. And then remove. Choose whichever one you want. Now here I just noticed, which can happen. You can see this part here show, so just push it back with a tool. And we'll do one more, which is this one here. Just go ahead and push down. And then you can remove. And here you have it. So after you've done as many as you'd like to do, we're now going to attach it to the base of our cake. So go ahead and get your cake. And then find the places where you want your clay leaves to be. You can also put a few up here if you want. Like maybe we can attach that one right there. And I'm first going to place them before I do anything else. Like place them and then we'll make sure to glue them. Right there. And then maybe this one coming off the back. And then this one over on this side. So with your super glue, just add a little bit underneath. Again, your reminder, do not use just hot glue alone because it will just peel right off. You need some type of super glue. And you need just a small amount. So just kind of tuck it in right underneath. Let's do the same thing to this one. Down over here. And this one. And you can continue to add as many as you'd like. Give it a little push. just like that. And last but not least, let's go ahead and add a little bit of color to the hands here to make them pop a little bit. Just like we did on the cheeks and on top of our ghost. Just like that. Look how pretty that looks. And if you want to throw in some glitter, you can add some Mod Podge or tacky glue and then just add some sparkle here if you want, or to the very bottom of your cake as well. Let's show you how it looks. I'm going to give it a nice little twirl around here to show you. And it's extremely lightweight. And that concludes today's tutorial. I was gonna say today's class. Same thing. Today's tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down below. If you enjoyed making the character, if you enjoyed making the cake, what was your favorite part of our class today? And also let us know what's something you'd like for me to teach you here over on YouTube. And if you want more information on our private courses, our creative coaching group, just click on that Glitz and Glue secret recipe link in the description, and you can get all that information over there. If you are interested in joining our in-person event, whether virtually or in person, also let us know in the comments and we'll maybe do a video giving you all the details. Till next time, you guys, don't forget to subscribe and have a fabulous day. See you next time.